back to my YouTube channel. My name is Esther. If you don't know, now you know. So without wasting too much time, let's get right into the video. So guys, in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about something I've never talked about before. Yeah, as you all know, like, my channel is mostly about get stuff, makeup, hair, all of that, which, yeah, it is what it is. But this part of the female stuff is where I've never like diverted to. I actually have a note which I wrote to them. For me, I did a research and I also put it in practice for like some months before I'm actually doing this video. So it's a video that is going to be helpful for you, to you, and to you. So without further ado, let's just start. Let's dive into the video. You know what I'm saying? So my first point here on how to avoid smell is like when you want to wipe, down there, maybe when you use the toilet, you just finish using yourself or something. When you want to wipe to the back, don't wipe to the front. I don't know if you understand. Like, what I'm trying to say, like, you're like this. When you want to clean yourself, wipe it like this. Don't wipe like this. The reason is, so there are two different parts. So when you want to like clean it, when you wipe from the back to the front, it's going to make some, maybe if there is some dirty in the back side, to now go to the front and it can like make that start smelling. I'm not, okay, I know like you guys we girls need to keep both clean, like the back and the front. We need to keep both of them clean. But you know, sometimes the back is a little bit having some kind of smell. So we don't want the smell from the back side to divert to the front side. So it's better you wipe it like this, like you take the wipe like this. So to avoid the smell in the back to come to the front. I hope you guys understood. And the second one is, make sure whenever you want to wipe, make sure you use a wipe. Wipe like not that using tissues are bad. No, it's actually not bad, but it's more preferable you use wipe, most especially the one that has smell, because most wipe are kind of wet and they have smell. But if, for example, you don't have wipe and you just want to use the restroom, you can make sure your tissue, if you're using a tissue, make sure the tissue is a little bit wet. You can add a little water to the tissue, just to a little bit wet. That's going to make, like, when you are wiping or when you are cleaning, to make it like more clean when it's a little bit wet. But normally you are to use wipe, like go to the supermarket and get some good wipe that have a good smell, so you can use it. But in case you don't have at the moment, you can use a tissue, but I think it's not advisable to use a dry tissue. Use a tissue that is a little bit wet to clean it more better. So guys, the next one is always change your pad. Like, this is very, very important. Most especially, you're wearing pad when you're on your period, so I don't know what I'm going to say, most especially when you're on your period. But whenever you're on your period, like, you need to always change your pad. You know, some girls are just going to be like, I don't have heavy flow, so I can like leave it for 2 times, because like I can use 2 in a day because I don't have heavy flow and all of that. But the truth must be said, even if you have heavy flow or just a medium one, like normal one, the most important thing is that you change your pad all the time, because even if it's just a drop of blood that just go in, if it's there for so long, you notice it's going to start becoming something like a green color, like a dark green color, and that actually cause like rashes, and it causes infection as well. Like, if you have a very open body, that can actually lead to infection. It causes rashes, and it causes down there to smell. It causes down there to smell. So it's advisable that you change like 3 times in a day. But if you're a kind of person that have heavy flow, so you can change more than that, because one thing about our period is that sometimes, let me say, this month it might come heavy, while the next month it might just like come in between. It might not just be too much, so it depends. But when you see that you're having heavy flow, just change when you feel like down there is already full. You have to change it, and when changing it, you have to wash it. The next is always make sure you use spray. It's very important. Always, like when you finish taking your bath, after taking your bath, make sure you use roll-ons and use a body spray to avoid different type of smell. Because if you're not using a spray that has a good smell, it must not be expensive before it has a good smell. Like Nivea, Dove, those kind of spray, they smell nice and they last longer in the body. So make sure you, like as a girl, you need to always use spray, roll-ons to avoid maybe being in the public and people are just, when you just raise your armpits, people are just like, something is smelling. No, you don't want that. You, after doing a lot of makeup and dressing nice, then people are gonna start closing their nose when you come close to them. It does not make no sense. So to avoid that, make sure you use spray, perfume, okay, fine, but spray and roll-ons, they are very, very important for a girl. And the other, like when you're your period, because this video is just not only about period, like outside your period and all of that, but when you're in your period, there is one thing that is mostly common. Most girls, when they are on their period, when it gets to a certain time, even if the person is changing a period like up to 3 times or something, but if you're a kind of person, most especially this happens during summer a lot, if you're a kind of person that smells a lot, make sure like if possible every 3 hours go to the bathroom and clean yourself. Because if you don't do this, there are some people, like when they are seeing their period and they are sitting in a particular place, even if they are sitting close to people, they will start perceiving themselves. I don't know if you understand. Like you start, menstrual blood is, why am I saying blood? Menstrual smell is different from normal smell. And there are most times when a girl, like when she's on it and she's sitting, like even with a group of people, she'll start perceiving herself. And even somebody sitting close to her, like the person is not going to perceive nothing. So, and to me, that's become irritating. Like when that happened to me, I feel like train up. So to avoid those kind of things, what you have to do, if possible, like you're in a place where you can go to the bathroom every 3 hours if possible, or 2 hours, I don't know. So it's better you go there and like just wash yourself, so you won't be feeling irritating to your own self. Not that nobody is there, but for your own personal care. Do you all know that what's the last thing you eat last in the evening is what in the morning, what down there is going to smell like? No, you people don't, you did not get this word that I said the last thing you eat in the evening, the last thing you eat when you wake up the next morning, that's the kind of the odor of what you ate is what you are going to perceive the next day. So for me, it's advisable before you sleep, make sure you don't eat like foods that have too much odor. Like where I mean too much odor, like I don't know the kind of food to describe it, but you just know that foods that like the smell are strong. Like for example, I'm just making an instance now, garlic. Like when you take a lot of garlic, you know the kind of smell. In fact, when you even take garlic 2 hours later, 3 hours later, when you are talking, when you are breathing, the the smell of the garlic just keep on popping out. So also, if you take garlic in the evening, the next morning down there is going to smell garlic, no cap. So it's advisable, for me it's advisable you eat fruits. In the evening. If maybe you have a boyfriend, you want to go see your boyfriend or something, so for there to smell nice, I don't know. And guys, the next one is, as a girl, this is not just for only girls, but you know, I'm talking about girls mostly, but it's also for boys. As a girl, you need to always shave. You need to always shave. So guys, this is actually the few tips that I'll be using for some years now, because it's not all my life. Like, I actually did not start doing this from when I was a baby, so I'm not going to say all my life, but for some years now, this is actually few things that I'll be using that have been working quite cool for me. So I thought, let me share it with you people. You know what I'm saying? So guys, if you find this video helpful, like if you feel I'm making sense from what I said, like what I said is true, just give me a thumbs up. If you watch the video to this extent, and I know you're definitely going to do, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because when you subscribe, it's going to give me the more zeal to continue doing what I'm doing. Okay, if you feel I'm doing a good job, so give me subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and don't forget to share the video. And tell me what you think about my look, because now I'm looking pretty like a little Barbie doll. Also tell me in the comment section below. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you. Mwah, mwah.